We are back, ladies and gentlemen, week 17, which means it is, yes, the UFFL Bowl, the moment we've all been waiting for. And it's also Christmas. And I come today as your host, Commissioner, with a little bit of unfortunate news. Our co-host, Delaniax, is not here today. So he's prepping his players for the big weekend, and he will be missed. But filling in today, we have none other than Drinking Fortes. Give it up for Mike. Rah, Mike, how are we doing, Michael?
Oh man, I'm here to upgrade a co-host, and just downgrade you from fantasy football relevancy this year.
Yeah, for those wondering, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting to sneak Mike on when Delaney wasn't looking. Don't worry, Delaney. Mike's just holding your seat for the week. But who better to bring on than some family for Christmas? This is our Christmas edition. We even brought our little Christmas birds out today. So we'll play these later. We're going to
Nice.
play these guys later. We got a little eggnog. Tell the boys what we're drinking today, Mikey.
Oh my God, I got a little bit of Nulu Double Oak, get a little high 120-ish proof. We're feeling good today.
Is this the one you won in the raffle?
No, I haven't popped the George Stagg yet.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Mike's got he's got like a bat cave full of bourbon and whiskey. This guy's in charge of airplanes and missiles, and he's always drinking bourbon. Anyway, no,
You never know. Come on down. I got the 140 proof. Let's get weird.
Ohio, here we come. Next year's draft. Now, hey, Mike, we don't want to lose the boys on this topic, but we got to dive into it. We got to talk about Saturday night. We got to talk about Chicago Bears. Let's show them our festiveness.
Yeah,
Let's show them our
yeah.
We gotta show them our festive. Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Mike, how was it, Mike? Tell me the feelings. Tell me the feelings, what you felt Saturday.
The ending couldn't have been any better. Couldn't have been any better. We knew it was going to happen. I told you at like noon. You had your kids sitting there. Told you I got my 150 on there. I'm ready to go.
I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous.
Was I sweating a little bit? Yeah. But then we started stopping them. And we play all 60 minutes, baby. You better get ready.
Arguably best game ever. Bears game.
God, yeah. Best Bears-Packers game I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Been taking our whippings.
Gotta tell them about Saturday. I was out with Only Dan's and Hide Your Kids, and we went out, and I don't know about you. I was getting blown up by like people. They're like betting. They're like, hey, how do you feel about the Bears and money line tonight? And I'm like, I do not suggest it. I don't feel great. And boys rode with me. I know Tyler threw down with me. That's real friends right there. They were there in all game. They were just looking at me in disappointment. They're like, this game sucks. But you guys have hope. And then at some point they were like, yeah, you guys are going to lose. And then sure enough, I looked them in the windows of their soul. I said, it's going to be the greatest game ever, greatest Bears game ever. And sure it was. It was great. It's just everything about the onside kick. I was literally standing on the bar. I was on my stool. And then I had one leg on the bar. Check these out. I got my too.
There we go.
Standing on the bar screaming, Bear Nation, rise up! Bear Nation, rise up! And they rose. We came out of hibernation, and it was amazing. Dude, that whole next day, you could ask Dan, you could ask Tyler, that whole next day watching Sunday football, I was dead to the world. I sold my soul to the devil, I felt like, and I'm laying, like, acting like I'm napping. I was literally acting like I was napping in the couch. Just watching highlights of the game, the entire, like every breakdown, I was in the bathroom. They're like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, I'm watching porn. I was just watching Caleb highlights, dude. Just watching the comeback.
That's as good as porn.
Yeah, it's better. Made me happy. When I was done watching it, I felt even better. I wasn't like, what have I done? But no, it was great. It's moving on.
Things are good. Hey, I do need one correction from the last pod. You guys were all saying that I was all lonely without any friends in tier 2. Christian's in there with me. I can't make anybody think he's below tier 2. Can't do
Okay,
that.
hey, shout out you for bringing that up. I was going to bring that up later in the podcast. I actually fixed it. Did you get the notification that I fixed it?
Why would you put me at tier 4?
No, no, you do. You do need to. Hey, you're in rebuild, so you can't. There's a difference between a team going in rebuild and a team not knowing what they're doing and just watching their team implode. You have a vision. When you don't have a vision, that's when you start going down. But no, I actually corrected everything. Christian was an admin, and he helped build out the whole Discord. And then I finally, literally like an hour ago, put him where he belonged. But Christian got a promotion. He was at tier 4. I bumped him up to tier 3. I think Christian, he went 6-8. He quickly made the decision. I think he did well this year. He was active, went to the draft. He comes on the podcast. He listens. Like, okay, I'm maybe glazing Christian over here. He deserves to be tier 3, right? Would you
I'm
agree?
in. I'm
Yeah.
in. And we can glaze other people in this league besides Delhi any day.
Yeah. Well, sorry, no deli glaze tonight. I'm just kidding. It's all about Deli and Gordon, the guys tonight.
No doubt.
There was 2 more promotions. Speaking of glaze, I will start with Deltron. He got promoted into tier 2. Long
Welcome,
time.
Delhi.
Yeah, he's in. He's in. And if you heard me last week, if he wins this week, he said he would drop the meme of him, just the 50 cent meme. But Deli got promoted. And we also originally was tier 2, got demoted after the Bucky Irving and IR booth only dance. I felt it was only right putting him back in tier 2. The guy's smart. Only Dan's knows what he's doing. Unfortunate what happened this weekend, but he's definitely not only does he love the UFFL, I think he deserves to be tier 2.
I don't disagree. I welcome him with open arms.
Yeah, well, the other
Welcome
guys
back.
like, screw you guys. Okay, so let's dive into last week's recap. High points of the week. We got Delaney-ax 155.2. Delaney said, hey, all you haters, all you non-believers, all you tier 3s, tier 4s, not tier 2 and tier 1s, suck it. 155.2. He came out hot. He's been waiting. Is chilling on the bye. His boys are ready. 55.2. Did you see that coming from him?
Maybe not that high, but I sure as heck thought he'd throw some points up and
Who do you
not
think was
dud
going to
out.
win that matchup?
I don't know, man. That was really dead even to me. I thought we were gonna get the matchup that we got.
Dude,
Nice, quick. The ratings were through the roof.
Ratings were, yeah, all the ratings is amazing. This whole playoffs has again been living up to expectations. Best playoffs we've seen. It's amazing. I love it. Biggest blowout. This is how you know the ratings were fucking off the charts. Biggest blowout. Delaney-ax over Hydra Kids, 15.2. The other Gordon the guys over Only Dance, 7 points. But let's dive in to last week's matchups. Real quick, I need a little sip of my eggnog.
Get it.
Let's go over the Hydra Kids and Delaney-ax matchup. 155.2 to 140. I said before, Tyler personally feel like he did all he could do. He got 20 from Jamar, 35 from Burrow. Running backs came out. He had some a little bit of fall off on the caboose end of the side of things, and then Delaney-ax was honestly, he had a few holes in there, but I mean Delaney-ax. Would you say Delaney-ax was top heavy last week?
Yeah.
Looking at, he got about 30 points from Drake. So he got about 75 from Puka and Drake. Outside of that, everything was mediocre.
Yeah, 1,000%.
But when they are your
1,000%.
favorite children, they're not your favorite children for no reason. There is a reason.
Yeah.
And he's been stroking Drake and he's been stroking Puka all year. And those boys, those guys came out for daddy. So we're going to go.
I mean, that's what you got. I mean, he's just that top half that he's got. It's just high floor, and then the ceilings are huge. And
yeah,
he's just been hitting aces on fucking all the time. And he's got last week.
He's got a lot going on this week, which we'll dive to. But I want to go over our stud and dud of each matchup. And really quick, tell me your stud of Delaney-ax. I want to hear your stud on Delaney-ax last week.
I mean, the stud on Delaney-ax has got to be Nakua, even though it's straight up like obvious. But right now, playoffs, man, you got to have your studs perform, and shit did he perform, man. There's nothing else that you can say about it. Is the dude showed up for Delhi big time.
Bro, he covered 46 points. You go 15 points each. That covered the wide receivers. Everything after that is just house points. It's
Yeah,
just
man.
cover. It's great. I totally agree. My stud on this one, and the ghost of Scrooge or Delaniacs is with us right now. I'm gonna do it for Deli because if Deli was here right now, I know what he'd be saying. So I'm gonna do it for Deltron. I'm gonna glaze the shit out of Drake May. Drake the schedule May. Did you see that? They said that Drake
Dude.
May, he's only beat like one or two teams over 500. Just like Delhi, they got a great schedule from sucking ass last year, and they are executing. Just kidding. Drake May is great. Drake May from the beginning. Who would have thought draft day? I told you I was golfing, and when I saw that Drake May trade come through, I was like, that is a great trade. And that might be one of the most franchise altering trades we've seen in a while. He dropped 29.5 when it mattered. And that's what you need from the quarterback. Drake May did it, 23 years old. He's got himself a franchise quarterback. He's never had a quarterback, never had a tight end, none of that. And it's great to see Delhi finally, after all these years, starting to establish himself as a tier two, hopefully tier one. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, especially he loses his security blanket with Henderson in the early part of that game, and then he just slings it, man. Like, fuck, good on you, Drake.
Yeah.
That I think it was Delhi sent that gif about with that hot chick talking, and then it turned into Drake May, and I was
Yeah.
just losing it.
I love it. I'm
Unreal.
here for it. Everyone else is so like they're so shy to stroke their sons off in public, and I'm the king of stroking my sons off. No homo in public. Sorry. Should I stop talking? I think it's the eggnog. I think it's the eggnog coming in. Well, good for Delhi. He deserves to do that.
Absolutely.
My dud, Darren Waller. Darren Waller, my dud. That is. You know what? Hey, side note, reverse real quick. We forgot studs and duds, studs. But now we're on to duds. Studs. We'll do that. We'll do that on the next one. But no, my dud is Darren Waller. He dropped 25 points last week, and you kind of had to play him. And he just dudded out for a man. He still won a one, but guess what? You can't have that from Darren Waller. He's my dud. Suck it.
Duh.
Suck it, Darren.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it was a wild turn too, because you're watching the early part of that game and Waller is just grabbing all of the stuff. Just unreal plays, and then he fucking milk cartoned it. Gone. Like, where'd he go?
I mean, as soon as you see Tua getting benched, it's kind of like that's where you got to have that's where you got to be really on it. It's like, dude, okay, I know he dropped 25, but what the hell's Quinn gonna do? Oh, he's gonna throw.
Yeah.
He's gonna dump pass to his tight end all game. I don't know, man. No, you're dump passing to goddamn Devon A-Chain all game. A-Chan, I'm sorry, A-Chan.
Yeah.
If you want to get fucking correct. So yeah. So do you have a dud? Do you have a dud, or are you just?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that Jamar Chase is a dud here, but after you watch Nakua Thursday night go absolutely off, and then you got to respond, and you've got maybe one of the four other wide receivers in the league that's capable of putting up 40-plus points, like getting half that, I'm just going to tiptoe that line and say that's sort of duddish after, they're only up 3 points at the half. He tosses 45 points in the whole game, and you go for over 100 yards without a tud. It's tough, man. It's tough. Not what you want to see for Hide Your Kids, that's for sure.
So I got a question for you. Actually, this is some like tier 2 heady dud pick right here, because this is not the obvious, and I like this one. Did Jamar pass the baton to Puka?
I think so, man. If you look at it, like, I'm
looking right. I'm pulling it up. I'm looking at it as we speak.
Long as Matthew Stafford is there and he is feeding Puka Nakua 10-plus targets a game, I could even probably say 15-plus targets a game, and he's just grabbing everything. Like,
dude, he's an animal. I saw him in person. The guy's a freaking animal.
He is nuts.
Yeah. We're not going to glaze Delaniacs as we're just glazing all his players. You're welcome, Delhi. Deli, for
Yeah,
those
fucking
wondering,
A.
I hope you guys aren't worried about the safety of Deltron. He's driving into Arizona. He knows what's at stake. He said, I'm single-handedly driving my ass to Arizona from Denver to pick up that trophy myself. I don't know. He's got Christmas and family down here. So, Deli, thanks for coming out. I'm sure we'll see you this weekend. All right, let's dip in to the defending champ, Gordon the Guys, versus some thought could be the newest tier one this year was Only Dance. The heavyweight matchup. We did get a heavyweight matchup, and lots going on here. Came down to 7 points, 136.3 to 129.3. This one stings for Only Dance, man. This is the type. This is the type of game, and I hate to say it, it's the type of game that comes back to haunt somebody. You start looking at what I could have done. Mike Gesicki, there
Yeah.
he is.
Nah.
But you start looking at it, and it's hard. It's hard. And I know there's like, you could speak because you've been in for 12 years and I've always said your time will come, but like you've been there. You've been Danny. You've been Only Dance, you've gotten close. You've been to the finals and you lost. His first year he lost in the finals, but he got blown out. But like you lost those heartbreakers in the playoffs, and it's just kind of like, where do we go from here? He's got a lot going for him next year. But let's start with Gordon the Guys here. Looking at it, Brissett, surprisingly, what a game for Gordon the Guys to win and his quarterback to completely fall flat on his face. 13.5 from Brissett, not what you want here. Kenneth Walker, 25, love it. Devon A. Chan, there we go, 18 points. Nico, 10. What is that? Come on, Nico. Come on, man.
No.
Wandale
Who would have
Robinson,
thought?
5.2. Come on, man. What is that?
Who would have thought?
JSN, just completely non-existent the first halftime. Come on, man. But what did he do? He came on a man. He came on lots of men in the second half.
He fucking did.
He was coming on the secondary. That's what he was doing.
Yeah,
I'll tell
he
you that
did.
much. Trey McBride, 6.7. Come on, man. What is that? What a week. Now, this is what champions do. 16 points, Kai Fairbairn. That a boy.
Huge.
Hey, I saw the waiver wire pickup this week. Saints defense, 18 points.
Yeah, man. To jump into the studs for Gordon the Guys, I was contemplating Fairbairn or the Saints, just tossing them out there and letting it go, because those are
Wait.
Studs.
All right, let's hear it. Sorry, go ahead. Fairbairn.
I mean, I contemplated, Fairbairn or the Saints D as the studs, man. But I held off. For that, and
let's hear it.
Just like you said, man. JSN just continues to defy, the first year and a half of his career where people were like, this guy's dust, but just comes out, puts up the points, gets it done. And you're sitting there. Gord had him and just sitting there with the tightest pucker ever at the half. Like, dude, where is this guy?
Yeah, dude, it was so bad. What's even crazier is Gord still, side note, I'm looking at, this is what's so disgusting about this. He's got JSN $67 for 2 more years.
Yeah, it's insanity.
This is turning into a Gordon the Glaze podcast. And I'm going to glaze him a little bit more here, our defending champ. You got to give the roses to him. This guy's tier 1 for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Take notes here. The guy went and got Saints defense. Great move. Everything. He went and got the guy, Jacoby Brissett, to stack up. Great move. He put the hate. This is what I love about Gordy. Okay. He's got people in his ear. He sees everyone in the Discord. They're like, don't feed into everyone that thinks I'm the snake that gives the apple to people. No, he said, I'm going to eat this apple, Jacoby Brissett. Fuck what you guys think. I'm going to make a trade with Connor and I'm going to go win me another one. And look how it's paying off. But my stud of the week, and this is a little bit more glazing the guys. The last minute, I don't know if it was literally right at game time, but I remember checking very close to game time. The plug and play of Kenny Walker.
Huge.
Huge. 25.4, dude. Had he not, he loses this game. He would have started
Easily.
Quinshawn. Quinshawn's out. He loses this game. He's done.
No, he's dead. He's dead. He's watching Only Dan's parade all over him.
What it could have been. Now, looking over to Only Dance. Only Dance did what he could. He got 33 points from a Goff. Jameer showed up with over 20. Bucky's just, yeah, come on, man.
Bucky's missing Canales, man.
That's Bucky. The thing is this, man, and I'm not trying to really prey on Only Dan's here, but is Bucky and Brian Thomas that I'm like, what, like going into this year, luckily he did 30-year option Brian Thomas, but I just wasn't like, I'm sorry, like I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm like, I just didn't, I did love Bucky, and then I stopped loving Bucky before the draft last year, and I never loved Brian Thomas, and it's like, they came to fruition of everything I thought they would be, which is not even, they're Jags. I'm sorry, they're Jags. Bucky's not a Jag. I don't want to say Bucky's a Jag, because he's not, but like there's too much going on with Bucky right now. Who knows if he'll ever replicate his rookie year. But moving on, yeah. So he had some ups and downs here looking at it. But I want to get into my dud on this one on Only Dan's, and it wasn't Mike Gesicki and Jake Ferguson. I'm going with this one stings. This one stings really bad. It is Brian Thomas Jr. And you trade a second round pick for Stefon Diggs, and I get it. I totally get it. Same thing with Hide Your Kids. Like when you got a guy like Brian Thomas Jr. dropping 17 points, I think the week before, the prophet even told you guys. The prophet even said, do not start. I said, do not start. Sit. I said, sit. Brian Thomas Jr. I'm giving you guys the blueprint out here. What does he do? He goes and starts Brian Thomas Jr. against Denver of all fucking teams over here, and you get 3.8. What do you think's going to happen? I'm sorry. I know Stefan's been dropping 6 points. You got to kind of, I feel like at that point, it's hard. It sucks, dude. It's fantasy.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I think in looking at it, you could have gone either way, whether it was BTJ or you did, Stefon Diggs, but you're throwing me for a loop here because, your sheet, you didn't have BTJ. And exactly what you had said is what I had put on there for mine is just,
what did I take your guy?
Yeah, you had Ferguson on there. And so I looked at it and I was like,
it was a test.
I go BTJ all day, especially with Diggs. I mean, I think that's the only thing that makes him the dud is that you go out and get another wide receiver because BTJ hasn't been doing it for you this season. He's seeing ghosts.
I blame the eggnog, by the way.
Yeah, software slump, whatever, man. Like he's not right. Hopefully he comes back, next year for Only Dan's. You would think he's got to show up, get his mind right. But that 100%, like the fact that you go out and get Diggs, because one would think is BTJ hasn't been doing it for you. So you go get him and then you make that swap, and for him to not put up anything. Like if he would have put up, 11 points, like, hey, no harm, no foul, you win. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Hey, 7.1. Or I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. 10 points. He needed 7 more points. He needed 10.1. He needed 10.1.
Yeah, man. It's a tough one. Like, I mean, if you look the last couple weeks, like BTJ had kind of had a couple good ones. I think he didn't have a great week last week. Diggs has been Diggs. Definitely a shell of himself, but I think that's a tough pill to swallow, though. That's a tough choice, man.
Yeah.
And it sucks to see that it was the wrong one.
Yeah, it does. It truly does. Because again, it's like this guy still hasn't won one, and he really does. This guy really wanted it bad. Jake Ferguson, you're right. It was my dud. Reason being, when your tight ends, Jake Ferguson has been absolutely horrid these last fantasy playoffs. And I'm looking, I think last week he dropped 5 points. Let's see here. He dropped 3.6 last week, and he dropped 5 points this week. This dude hasn't had a decent performance of over 12 points in about like 10 weeks. Jake Ferguson, this is what happens. Jake Ferguson, dude gets married, dude's living life, dude's starting a family. Time to move on from Jake Ferguson. Over. I got tight ends for days, Danny. Come talk to me. We'll talk this offseason. Time to move
Talk to
on from
me
Jake
first,
Ferguson.
though.
Yeah, actually, you and I need to talk. I was mock drafting something last night with us. I got something in the mix. We'll talk about it after this podcast.
Hey,
But
I've been thinking. I've
I
been
have,
thinking.
hey,
I haven't given up.
hey, let's talk
The
real quick.
vision
I
isn't
want
going
to.
to make itself.
So, really quick side note. I'm curious. What is not to completely make this off topic, but what is the well, I guess we can move on here because we've already dudded out. And as we're moving into the final week, some teams are in Cancun, and some teams, such as I, are already scouting, mock drafting, getting ready for next offseason, so on and so forth. What is the vision? Is this a 2-year rebuild for Fortes? We can see some moves being made. Are you flipping first round picks next year? You got three or four. You
I
got
got
three of them.
three. I
You
got
got
three.
three, and how
I
many
got
seconds?
one. I got 189. So
One,
I'm
eight,
feeling.
nine.
I think that's how it fell.
You're gonna have 1-1, 1-8, and 1-9. Most likely you get 1-1. Fingers crossed. But
Fuck yeah, no
I
shit.
might get that. I might get that.
Nice. Hey,
Oh, wouldn't that be something? But how many second round picks?
fuck. I don't even know. I
I
don't
think
think
you
I
have a
have
few.
any.
I think you have a decent amount. What do we are we
Last year I had a whole hell of a lot. I don't think I think I actually traded away my second. No, I got one. Yeah, I just got one.
you have 1 second. Okay.
Yep.
Are you keeping all three drafted rookies? Are you open to trading one of these for a young vet? What do we see from Forte?
Man, I'm all over the place. I'm looking
For
at
those, sorry to cut you off. For those who don't know how to rebuild, say not me. I mean, come on. I'm going to show you guys the best rebuild in fucking years. But say I don't know what I'm doing. Can you tell me what your approach you're taking?
I mean, the approach I'm taking right now is pretty much looking directly at the draft right now. Now that all the awards are
Terrible draft to have 3 first round picks in, by the way. No, I'm kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
I think I'll be all right. I like
You'll
some
be
of
all
the
right.
depth pieces, some names that, maybe people aren't talking about. But I mean, for fantasy football in general, I mean, any of the running backs, like you should be like salivating at like these offensive linemen that are coming out and hopefully create some holes for your guys and get drafted. We need some offensive linemen,
We need some trenches.
Yeah, dude.
Trenches need to be built.
They help your running backs, You can't just look at it as what wide receivers are coming out. Look at it all through, but
Bro,
I mean,
you could have stuck Stephen Hawking behind that Cowboys offense line a few years ago, and that
oh,
dude's going for
Jesus.
1,000.
Oh, 1,000%. Fuck. All you had to do was follow Zach Martin and you were fucking gone, man. But no, I'm looking at everything, man. I'm looking at people's rosters right now, looking at what people are saying in like the chat. I mean, clearly you're ready to move on from some tight ends. I might need, another tight end. I don't know. I kind of like what Ferguson's been doing recently, but
Yeah, right.
we'll see. We'll see what
Your
happens.
team's legit.
We'll see what happens.
We'll move on. Enough about our teams here. Let's get into week 17, the UFFL Bowl, the 12th annual. There's so much on the line. It's Christmas. Thank God there's no games on Christmas. Well, there's games on Christmas, but no UFFL games, so guys can actually enjoy the time with their family, have fun, and not be stressing it. That'd be the worst. Stressing, be like, come on, you're with your family. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. No, but looking into this, I want to talk about this. This is what we do it. This is why we play the game this week right here. There's so many memorable matchups we've had in the past. There's Hydra Kids first ever what came out to a tie. Hydra Kids Dynasty. He ran 3 in a row. Most notable, one of the best UFFL bowls we have ever seen. Smoking Jays winning by 0.5 over Illegals. It was amazing. Some would say is the greatest match ever. And even Smoking Jays' DeMar Hamlin win, and with the asterisk next to it. We'll take that one too. There's been a little bit of a gap the last few years. I'm looking at it. We're usually looking about 20-point blowout. I think this one gets close. This is the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. This is number 1 in standings versus number 1 in points. This is everything we could imagine here. Let's discuss it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. I want to hear your opinions, who you got. We can dive into it. Let's kind of dive in, and then we can kind of decide who we're leaning. Um, we don't have any games on Thursday. We do have some games Saturday. So starting with Saturday, these boys, who knows if they have their lineup set right now? I doubt it because Delaney
Nah,
never does.
Delaney still had Josh Jacobs in his lineup, and that
Well,
dude.
I mean, dude, Delaney doesn't know what Delaney's shitting himself. Well, Delaney's driving in from Denver, so I can't blame the guy. So he has an excuse. But
And he's
looking
playing mental warfare right now, man. Like he
with
wants
himself.
Gordon. He wants Gordon, the guys that think he's gonna roll out Josh Jacobs again.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there in a minute. We're going to get there in just a minute. Looking at it starting Saturday, we got Saturday slate. Let's see here. We got some games coming in Saturday. No, none Thursday. We got a lot coming in on Saturday.
Yeah.
We got Kai Fairbairn, the GOAT. We got Nico Collins ready for a rebound game. And on the other side, we got we have the Texans also in that 2:30 Saturday game. And then in the night game, do we got any in the night game? Yeah, shakeups against Baltimore tentatively.
Yep.
Everything else, Gordon the guys pretty much all falls in morning to mid afternoon, with him finishing up in the afternoon. And then Delaney's final guy is looking to be, he's got Loveland going
Puka.
Sunday night. He's got and none other than Puka Nakua on Monday Night Football. Love to see it. I hope
That's
I hope
exactly what
I
you
hope
want.
Gelly's down by like 32. I hope he's down by like some like 30, like at least like 27 going into it, dude. Just to really is Puka gonna do it? How you gonna act, big Pooks? Is the Pook gonna get loose? Or is he gonna
I
who
can't.
knows?
That's what the Hollywood writers would be putting on the plate, and we get to witness it.
Hey, they're writing up some fire scripts this year. The football gods, the
Hell
UFFL
yeah.
gods. Um, Looking into it, I kind of dug a little into it. Gordon the guy's matchups are just unreal. I was looking into it, and this guy has like really good matchups. Everything is going like Jacoby's gonna rebound, and McBride they're gonna rebound against Cincinnati's non-existent defense. Gordon the guy just looks primed and ready for his second win. Looking at Delaniacs, it's not bad either. He's got Jacksonville's really good against the rush. They're really good. They're one of the top rush defenses. Atlanta's kind of whatever against the pass. Philadelphia defense really good. Secondary. Devontae Smith, can he do it again? Loveland should kind of like nothing. It's not going to come easy for Delaniacs as how it should be. If there's a better opportunity to Delaney to throw out the middle fingers and say, screw you, everybody, I am him, it is against the defending champ going up against all these matchups and defying the odds. Like I'm so excited for this matchup. And again, I as much as I love Gordy here, as much as I love Gordon and I'm glad he got the win, I'm really I'm at this point, I'm tipping my hat to Delaney. The guy deserves it. The guy's been really putting it in. But doesn't mean I'm picking him to win this weekend. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know,
What do we
dude. It's tough. It's
what do we
tough. I agree with you on the matchups, man. You like, okay, hey, Drake May at the Jets. Like, okay, easy matchup, but how quick? I mean, it might help him if Henderson's out and they got to throw the ball a little bit more than what he's used
against
to.
the
Like
Jets
Henderson
defense?
probably would have ran over the Jets, and then it's just Stevenson the rest of the game, like done, right? So maybe that works out, but you pull
You gotta
Josh,
hope the Jets can make it a game.
yeah. But I mean, you look at do you roll the dice on Jacobs again after he left halfway through the second quarter?
Well, let's discuss this. And I want to get into our Christmas edition. This edition, instead of start sit, this is going to be called Naughty and Nice. Which boys are naughty and which boys are nice?
Love it.
Yeah, and what's funny is hey, Mike and I discussed this. Maybe we're playing mental warfare with you guys. Just because we tell you who to sit doesn't mean you should actually sit them. And we tell you to start someone, maybe do your own
Yeah.
research.
I mean, I went what 2-11 this year. Don't fucking listen to me.
Yeah, don't listen to that. Hey, and I'm not far from it. I'm what, 4 wins? A combined 6 wins. A combined of below 500. Don't listen to us. But no,
We don't know what we're doing here.
let's go into a start and sit for both teams. So we're not going to be biased here. Let's kind of dig into both teams here. Uh, we're going to start with Delaney. So, who do you like? Who's your start? I want to hear your start.
My
I
start
got
of the
someone picked out.
week. My start
Who
of
do
the
you
week.
who's I'm sorry, not start. Who is your
Who's
good
my
boy?
nice list?
Yeah, who's your nice boy? Who's if I was a nice boy? Who's gonna get nice things for Christmas? Who's gonna bring the gifts to Delaney come Monday or Tuesday?
Dude, honestly, I think Cairo Santos is going to be on the nice list for
I believe it.
Delaneyaks. I think you got that Chicago Bears team going up against a
Yeah,
pretty good front
he's not
seven.
kicking in a frozen tundra. He's kicking in freaking Northern California.
No,
So
man,
I
it's gonna
mean,
be
still kind of
gonna
chilly
be
up there, but still.
gonna be easy for him this week. Instead of the windy city, it's just gonna be the nice ocean air coming in
Yeah,
off the.
the breeze.
Yes, just a nice breeze.
I like that.
I think he's gonna have a huge game. I mean, especially in the first half, if they can drive. I mean, we've seen like we've struggled in the first half. I think he's gonna be kicking a bunch.
Yeah, Cairo's been kind of pretty mid all year, and then he dropped 14 out of nowhere. He's dropped 15 before. He dropped 19 before. I think he kind of it's one of those he got him last week. He plugged and played him and got that. Dropped 14, and it's almost like maybe you just ditch him. I think he can pick up where he left off. I agree. I think he gets at least a minute. I think he hits double digits. I agree with you
Yeah.
on that. I think Cairo does. My nice list, the one on my nice list is the guy that almost ended up on Delhi's naughty list, Colston Loveland. The
Bader.
Bears. The Bears. No, I mean, dude, who knows if Rome's gonna play again? Like Jade Walker, amazing. We love him. He's a legend already in Chicago. But like
God,
Colston,
he
dude,
doesn't need to pay for anything.
ever again. Colston's just been coming along, dude, and he had so much hate, and he's just starting to just find his niche in Ben's system, and so much like Colston's the dude, man, and I'm happy. And I think he's gonna have a pretty decent game against the Niners Sunday Night Football. So I think that's your first round pick. He drafted him at I believe 1-8, and I think it's gonna cash out. It's gonna make up for trading back for Khalil Shakir at a 1-3. So I'm gonna go the nice list. I'm gonna go Colson Loveland here.
That
Dipping into the nice list with nice and naughty. Who do you got? Who do you got on your nice?
for Gordon, guys, nice list.
His whole team.
No,
On
man,
Dasher, on Brissett, on Achane, on Walker and Collins, on Higgins and Jigba, and na. He's got them all.
1,000%, dude. I think it is gonna be. It's gonna be Brissett. Brissett for me for the nice list. I think that's a high scoring game right there. 1,000%. Like it reminds me of kind of setting up like how the Bears played Cincinnati halfway through this season. We're still, defenses could be beat and on both sides, and we're just going to have a high-powered, high-point game. I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't looked at any of the bets except trying to make sure I have my spread of the week for this week. But I don't know what the over is in that game, but I'd guarantee it's high. It's got to be at least 49.
You and I are gonna have to dip into that a little bit after this podcast. I like that. Yeah. I mean, it make me feel good. Hopefully, Gordy, if you're listening, we did not forget we gave you him next to nothing. So we ourselves would like a Christmas gift. If you
Yeah,
win.
just a nice little ZJ for the commish.
Yeah. So this guy is like had a down week, and you know what that means. You have a down week, he's back to it. This guy has not had 2 down weeks in a row, and this guy has been producing. And not only that, I hate to say this, he's going to do it against Delhi's Chargers, and that is Nico Collins. And I think Nico is going to show up. I think Chargers have a really good defense, but the dude dropped 10 points the week before, 23, 16, 21. 8 points. Week before, 24, 22, 14. And then I don't even know if he played that game, but the guy, the worst case scenario, he's not gone all year dropping back-to-back duds. Dude's probably going to drop another 15 to 30 points. So I'm going Nico. I'm going young Nico.
I like it. I like it.
They call him Santa's little Nico. Sorry. I don't know why I said that. But my sit of the week, I'm going to look into this one. You know what?
I got one for you. I got one for you as you're pondering.
I got one
this
too.
over.
Let's hear it.
I got one. I'm gonna go back to Delaniacs since we didn't have a sit for him, who's on my naughty list.
Yeah, I got one too.
I'm gonna make the assumption that Josh Jacobs doesn't play.
Agreed. And we're not being Bears fans, Delaney. We're not being Bears fans.
This is 100% against my Bears.
No, wait, time out. Side note, maybe we should, because did you see Delaney was running his mouth about the Bears? I hope he starts DeAndre Swift, and I hope DeAndre Swift drops 1 point for Delaniacs.
Well,
so who are we going to do?
That's where I'm going with this, man. I think you put Swift in, you traded for him. Dude's a stud. They're gonna want to run the ball. Assuming DeAndre Swift is in that game instead of instead of Jacobs, I think you're gonna have the same thing Jonathan Taylor went through last week, except your boy Khalil Manangai. Gunga Manangai. I think that front seven, I mean, they're ranked in the top 10 against the running back and DVOA. Like it's going to be, he's going to get stuffed. He's sharing time with Manangai. I think that's going to be a hard thing to
So you think both running backs are a sit or are naughty? You think both running backs are naughty?
Yeah. I think DeAndre Swift is on my naughty list, man.
I think Josh Jacobs I don't even know if Josh Jacobs was healthy. He shook. The dude fumbled it on the 2-yard line. He shook. We broke him. We broke Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, but guess what? Broke his knee and broke his soul.
You know who probably is going to be honestly dead ass on the nice list here is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to carry the load for whoever he sits. He's so freaking due for a big game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Running back 2, boof. That's naughty list. Khalil Shakir, are you playing Shakir? We'll see. He played Adonai. He's got a lot going on. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts Isaiah Bond in. He doesn't know what he's doing there. So lots of question marks on the flex, lots of question marks on the running back. Got to figure it out, Deli, how you going to act. And my dud leaning into Gordon, the guys. I'm going to divvy back to what I was talking about. This guy, if you have a down week, doesn't have 2 bad weeks in a row. Well, guess what? This guy doesn't have 2 good weeks in a row. And that is Kenny Walker. That was my stud. This is my naughty boy. Kenny Walker hasn't done it. I haven't seen it this year unless it's the beginning of the season. Dude's been kind of pretty mid. Carolina's rush defense, they're not great. They're not bad. I don't know, man. I think they're going to get the boys ready for playoffs. I think they're going to give Sharps some touch, a lot of touches. I see this as being like a low scoring ass Carolina game. Seattle, these quarterbacks are not going to be pushing the ball downfield. Yeah, they'll be running the ball, but it's like there's nothing special going on. So I'm going to say the naughty boy. I'm going Kenny Walker here.
Dude, I love it. I love it, man. Because my naughty guy here is JSN.
JSN, are you 2 Seattles?
I'm going bold here. JSN, Seattle. I mean, they've shut down wide receivers before. They just shut down Egbuka, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I think the highest dude last week, I can't remember if it was Egbuka or Evans, but I think 40 yards. I think shut them down.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut them down.
I love that a lot. Hey,
I think that defense is getting better, and Canales is doing something out there, and things are getting wild. Things are getting wild here. I'm
really feeling these hot takes, Mike. Deli, you can sit. You don't have to come back this year. We'll see. Mike's going to take over from here. Now,
my goal, right? I really hope that comes to fruition I kind of don't, since Deli just messaged the tier 2 and said, "Hey, Mike, I don't plan on being here long."
Is this going on
So
live right now?
it's
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we love the guy. He's already talking shit. We
love it.
love him. We love it, Deli. We love
I
it.
do love it.
Hold on. I'm actually, while we're on here, hold on. Hey, you should send him, a picture right now in the chat and say, I'm taking your job. What do they say?
I'm just gonna send him a picture of Trump saying you're fired.
Yeah, you're fired. He's like, but I'm driving. No, he should be in town by now. Deli, shame on you. He said, won't be here. What up, Mike? That's funny. I'll give you just a sec. You know what that means. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna wrap this up here shortly. But before we do, a big game of football. Big game of football this week. All the football, all the bets. The Profit Sportsbook has been hot. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm like literally right on point. And I know you guys are just like, this guy, god damn it. If this guy doesn't stop stroking his own ego. It's not like, you guys gotta understand. I was born with this. It's something I was born with. I just know these things. And the Profit Sportsbook is hot. But that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the spread. The spread. The spread of the week. Spread of the week. All right. I'm going to do the honors. Spread of the week. Who's placing the goddamn bet? Our other bet. We got to figure out the squad. I'll probably end up placing it because everyone else is just. And side note, not that it matters, but although there was 2 bets last week, I did pay for the other one out of the kindness of my own heart. Sent Aaron another $5. I said, this one's on me. But let's talk about the
We're
spread.
not worthy.
Yeah, I know. My spread of the week. Mike, I already texted you this one this morning. I'm going 2.5 Ravens. 2.5 Ravens in Green Bay over the Packers. It's looking like Jordan Love. The game's on a Saturday, dude. He's in concussion protocol. I don't think he's making out a concussion protocol on a Saturday night game. Just don't see it happening. Malik Willis, Montez Sweat just straight up dismantled this dude's throwing arm. It was that last play of the fourth quarter.
The fourth?
Yeah, just took him down, just wrecked his shoulder. They're saying that there's a better chance for Jordan Love to play over Malik Willis, which is not good because it's not like he can just give the thumbs up and say, I'm ready to play. You have to clear concussion protocol. So they're basically saying, Clayton Tune, you're in. It's plus 2.5. Dude, Lamar might be playing. Lamar's day to day. He's not even week to week. He's day to day. And they still have a chance to make the playoffs. They got to win out. They do need a little luck. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar plays. Even if Lamar doesn't play, we're still looking at Tyler Huntley.
Yeah. Huntley's good, man.
Yeah.
He can get it done, man.
So I'm going 2.5 here. Mikey, what do we got here?
Oh, I got a good one for you. I'm taking the Texans. I'm taking the Texans plus 2.5. Plus Texans. 2.5. They're playing the Chargers. I've been to SoFi Stadium. There's not much of a Chargers fan base there. They're going to slug it out. The defenses are going to go. And you've seen the Texans. The Texans are starting to go like this on the offense.
Yeah.
They're progressing up. And the Chargers, they're starting to dwindle. They know Kamish is out of the playoffs. Herbert's like, dude, I'm packing it in. I'm going for the rebuild next year. For the boss, I think we're good. And so I got Texans plus 2.5.
Hey, side note, Baltimore jumped to plus 3. Sure. Free money. We'll take it.
I'll take the free point.
Yeah, dude, I might have to place another one. I already placed a bet. I'm gonna place another one. Christian, and I do like this one's easy. I think this one's in the bag. Christian wants to do Saints minus 2.5 against the Titans. Chuck has been doing it, man.
Good.
He's arguably the best rookie quarterback this year, and he's going up against the other one that you could debate, Cam Ward. I think it's kind of a feel good story. What's going on? I thought what's his face? Freaking Kellen Moore. I thought Kellen Moore was going to be like 1 year. I thought they were going to boot him. I remember like before the season, they were like, dude, this is just a trap job. Like they're going to give the guy a
Yeah.
job and fire him and go get Arch Manning. And dude, what do those guys know? We're sitting here in our basements, in our guest rooms, and these guys are making tons of money while we should be the ones making money because we know what we're talking about here. They don't.
Shit.
So
Put me in an office.
yeah, exactly. So 2.5. I love that. Saints, Tennessee. The Saints are doing it, dude. They're getting momentum. Again, I think like they're kind of playing for top picks. Saints are making their way out of it. And Chuck's they're not gonna draft a rookie quarterback in the first round next year. So
Nah.
we're gonna take that one. And Delhi has not given us one this week. So I wanted to talk to you about us picking one for Delhi. And I personally think if Delhi was here, he wouldn't be picking the Chargers. He would be asking for forgiveness, and he would be saying, "Commish, I'm so sorry for calling you guys frauds." Which, by the way, the Packers' second string quarterback is better than their first string. And you're gonna act like we weren't playing. You're gonna act like Delhi. Listen to this one, mother licka. You're gonna act like the guy who didn't get the game-winning catch wasn't an undrafted fifth string cornerback. We don't want to hear we were playing against second strings. It sounds like you want to root for the Bears this week, and we're going to take them +3. What do you think of that, Mike?
I love that.
Bears
I love that.
+3. We're not being
Delhi
biased.
He would be in full support of that.
I
Full
think you would
support.
be. We're going to
Even
make him.
even after I trashed his Charger saying that the Texans are going to be +2.5.
Delhi's going to come back next week, and it's going to be like a Chargers loss, a Bears win. Everything's going to hit. He may have lost last week. He may have lost his podcast job. He's going to be down and out. But we're going to be, hey, at least the Bears want us. At least the Bears want us. The squad, right, Delhi? So,
Yep. Yep.
I like this parlay. I'm gonna send it over to him. I'm gonna let him know. It is +1,200, damn near. I got +1,200 right here. That is Texans +2.5. And Mike, I'll send this to. I'll talk to you about this after. Ravens +3, Saints -2.5, Bears +3. I think that is a lot, Keisha.
That's tasty.
This is a lot, Keisha. I might have
that
to put
is
50.
tasty.
I'm gonna put 25. I really like that. I truly do like that a lot. Like that could pay for Christmas presents right there.
1,000. Oh yeah, baby.
Yes. So gentlemen, thanks again to Mike. Before we go, I just wanted to say this has been a great year. We're gonna have a recap on the season next year, one final podcast next year, and then Mike, I hope we get you on throughout the off season a little bit more. We can do Saturdays and weekends. So hopefully we talk a little bit more, right around the NFL draft, free agency. And again, I'll kind of be discussing it next week, but I'll be giving a heads up podcast in May to kind of go over the off season and whatnot. Lots to go over. So a big week this week, boys. The trophy's on the line, rings are on the line, the tears are on the line. Christmas, we have Christmas going on. We got family. We hope we all enjoy. And before I go, I want to say one thing. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And a UFFL bowl. All right, there we go. It's the greatest week ever. It's honestly the only other better week this week is draft weekend. And guess what? It comes down to this weekend. All started in the draft. It all started with Drake May. It all started with Gordon, who built his team through the draft. We love it. We'll all be watching.
With Shakir.
Any final words before we let the boys go?
Yeah. Hey, as I said, man, pay attention. Pay attention. Come see your boy. I got some first round picks to go. We don't know. Are we dishing them for tight ends? Are we dishing them to move up in the draft? Are we moving back in the draft? I don't fucking know. You
got an option.
Fuck. Love looks great. Lemon looks great. Tyson looks great.
Hey, Mike. Before we go, who are you taking this weekend?
Fucking